This is the story of a butcher shop in France where Sophie and her husband Vincent work. These people sell a special type of meat whose taste was such that if someone ate it once, then he could never forget its taste. Its demand was so high that people used to queue all day to buy it. But the surprising thing is that this meat was not of any animal but of humans. Yes, you heard right. These people used to kill and sell humans. But their customers did not know this at all. These people used to say to their customers that this is a special type of Iranian pica meat which is very difficult to find. So in the beginning of the story, we see this couple Sophie and Vincent whose soap was in very bad condition. Only a few customers used to come to their shop. Their condition was so bad that they did not know what to do. They do not even spend a month. Sophie was very worried about this. Anyway, one day when they were both at their shop, some vegetarians come and start breaking their shop. In fact, these people have a strong hatred towards meat eaters and sellers. These people are called vegans. One of them is caught by Vincent, but along with him, they kill Vincent and take him away from there. Now one of the poor people's shop is not running, and on top of that, all this happened. Well, next day, Vincent comes to his friend Mark, who drives a butcher and the soaps like them. But Mark's condition is not like Vincent's at all. He makes a lot of money with his shops. Mark shows his money and tries to embarrass them here. This thing does not look good to Sophie. Then when both of them are leaving from there, Sophie says to Vincent on the way that look at Mark, he also drives a shops like us. But look at our condition and look at his condition. Vincent, now I can't stay with you any longer. This is what Sophie says when she leaves Vincent. Vincent gets very angry when he hears this. Now he also sees one of them on the way, a vegan activist who had attacked his shop. Vincent hits him first in anger. After that, he rides on him. Vincent thinks that he must have been injured. But when he got out of the car and saw him, the boy was dead. Seeing this, Vincent gets very scared and starts calling the police. But Sophie stops him somehow and tells him that you have committed this murder. If the police find out this, you will be jailed. Then Vincent says, then what should we do? Sophie tells him that we will throw his small pieces. No one will know this. I saw a serial killer on TV and saw this. Now, although Vincent does not want to do this, but to save his life, he will have to do all this. Now these people come home and Vincent comes home and cuts that body into small parts. After this, when he worked, it was too late, so he went to his room and slept. The next morning, when his eyes open, he sees that he does not have the grinded meat that he did yesterday. When he asks Sophie about this, Sophie tells him that he did not do it yesterday. He says that I sold this meat to a customer. This is what Vincent gets surprised to hear. He did not expect that his wife would sell human meat. Now, before he could say anything to Sophie, a customer came and Sophie sold the meat to him. The customer told him that the time I had gone to take the meat a while ago, its taste was absolutely delicious. I have not eaten such tasty meat in my life so far. I want more of this meat. She asks him who was the meat like this. Listen to this, Vincent first gets a little scared. But later he tells that it is Iranian pig's meat, which is very difficult to find. After that, the customer comes from there with the meat. Now after a while, Vincent starts fighting with Sophie about this. Why did you sell human meat? Then Sophie says that when I saw it in my shop, the pig's meat was finished. That's why when I didn't find anything else, I sold that meat. By the way, there are very few customers on our soap. If they also go empty-handed, it will be a very bad thing. But Vincent was still not happy with Sophie's decision. Now then, another customer comes there who says that I want the meat of the same onion pick that a lady took a while ago, and I like that meat very much. And then what was there? Many customers start coming to their shop. As soon as they see their meat is out of stock, today they earned a lot of money. Well, at night, Vincent himself tries this meat. He wanted to find out what is in this meat that people are going crazy in such a bad way to eat it. Now when he ate the meat, he was completely deaf, because it was the best meat of his life. Now then Vincent's wife Sophie comes to him. Sophie says to Vincent that this meat was of a vegan. If we keep selling them by killing vegans in the same way, we will soon become rich. From Earth to Earth, the population of vegans is also decreasing, but Vincent refuses to do this. He says that whatever happened was an accident. I don't want to be a criminal, and it would be good for you to take out a thought from your mind. Well, the next day, his daughter Chloe comes to his house with her boyfriend Lucas. After many hours of hard work, Vincent makes a dish for them and brings it. But when he was serving them, Lucas says that I don't eat all this because I am vegan. And surprisingly, this is what happens. Now because of Lucas, his daughter Chloe has also become a vegan. This boy in one fell swoop throws water on Vincent's hard work all day. After that, when these people go, Vincent's blood rises. Now he has also decided that yes, vegans should be finished from this world. The next day, these people go to a vegan restaurant for their first hunt, where they choose the owner of that restaurant to kill. Now when the time comes to kill him, Vincent's hands start shaking, and he can't do this. He runs away from there. Vincent comes to Sophie and says that I can't do all this. Then Sophie says that you will do it, but you need a little practice. Well, the next day, these people go to a vegan festival where they were pretending to be vegan. Actually, among these vegans, they had to choose their weakest prey, which they could easily kill. And after searching for a little while, they also find their prey, which was a thin boy. Vincent talks to him and tells him to step aside. Then the boy is also ready to do this. After this, these people reach the car and start waiting for him to come. These people were deciding here how to kill him. Now then, that boy also comes there. Vincent hides his knife in the back and moves forward to kill him. But then he stopped. Because he was not alone, he had 2 more friends with him. Vincent quickly hides his knife in the back in some way. These 3 people were going to attack a meat shop tonight. They also tell Vincent and Sophie to come with them. Now Vincent and Sophie are forced to come with them, because they don't want them to find out that one of them came to kill him. Now when all these people reach the meat shop, they find out that this meat shop belongs to their friend Mark. Now because Mark was their competitor, Vincent does not have any pain in breaking his stuff. Instead, he was having a lot of fun in breaking the shop's stuff. Vincent breaks so much stuff alone that the 3 of them could not break it together. By doing this, Vincent gets a lot of happiness. After this, the 2 of them go inside a restaurant, where there is a controversy between Vincent and Sophie about something. This controversy increases so much that Vincent leaves her and comes from there. Now then, Sophie has a worker who works in that restaurant who tries to talk to her. Their conversation increases so much. That worker comes to leave Sophie to her house. Sophie, when kisses that worker here, then she cuts his lip. Blood started coming from that worker's mouth in a bad way. Sophie says to him that you don't take tension. There's my house nearby. You come to my house. There I will heal your wound. After this, Sophie brings that worker to her house. Sophie goes to the side and says to Vincent that now you don't need to take much tension because I have brought my prey home. You just have to kill him now. But this time too, Vincent's hands don't go to kill him. He says that, I can't do all this. Then Sophie says that if you can't kill him, then tonight I will go and sleep with him. After this, Sophie really comes to him. Seeing this, Vincent comes in anger in a bad way. Now the thing was not to kill him. Now the thing was respect. He hits him badly and crushes his head. After this, these people together clean the blood from their house. And all the clothes of blood, they throw them in the river with the car of that boy so that there is no evidence. After this, they both together cut his body all night. The next morning, we see that they have a bottle of Mark. When these people go to Mark and his wife, then they started crying seeing them. They tell them that someone attacked our shop at night. But where does she tell this? That their attack on the shop and the 2 people who are standing in front of them, they were also involved in them. But these people react here as if they don't know anything. Now then, a police officer comes here and tells Vincent to come to the side and talk. Vincent gets scared, in a bad way that if he doesn't come to know. But it was nothing like that. Actually, he was talking to Vincent about taking the meat of his Iranian pig. Now on that day, he sells human meat to many customers. And while watching, only in a short time, his meat gets finished. Now the Iranian pig's craze in the people had spread so badly that all the nearby butcher shops were completely closed. Now Vincent was also not afraid of killing anyone. He starts killing someone on a daily basis. Even he increases the price of his meat, but the crowd of people is still not decreasing. People wanted to take it in any case. These people, just to take this meat, for many hours they used to stand in a line. Now in this way, their busy business starts to bear fruit very fast. These people were earning a lot of money. Now one day, Mark checks this meat. When he ate that meat, then the rest of the meat was amazing. But now, something comes in his mouth while eating. When he takes it out of his mouth, Then his wife, who was a nurse earlier, she recognizes that he is a pacemaker which is applied to the patient of the heart. Now seeing this, Vincent remembers one thing, that when he had killed one of his victims, he was a patient of the heart. Oh, maybe this is his meat. Vincent here tries to give him a clean, that maybe it came out of some pig. But those people were not ready to believe this. Now with this thing of his, there is a debate between them. And soon, their argument changed into a fight. Vincent fights with Mark. Mark's story is cut and chewed. Now seeing Vincent doing this, the couple is completely surprised. Now Vincent's thing was going to be very heavy for him, about which he had no idea. Anyway, Vincent and Sophie keep their work going, and they keep killing people and cutting them and selling them. Anyway, one day they both go to a vegan festival where Vincent's sight is on a small child. Vincent's mind was so badly hurt that that child was not a vegan. Seeing the child's body, he starts to get water in his mouth. Seeing this, Vincent starts to feel guilty. He was walking from there. Then he met Lucas and his daughter Chloe there. Lucas was completely surprised to see these two here. Because this is a vegan festival, and what are the butchers doing here? He says that slowly vegans are being killed, which I don't think is right. Surely this is the work of non-vegetarian people, one of whom is you. He says this and walks from there. Then, here we see a person of that gang with whom Vincent attacked Mark's shop. When he finds out that these people are non-vegetarians while he was pretending to be a vegetarian with them, he feels very bad that when Vincent is cutting meat at night, then the policeman comes there. He says that I want to see how you cut the meat of the Iranian pig. Saying this, he comes in, then Vincent's dog comes in. He comes in with a cut hand and comes there. Vincent explains to the policeman that he will come to meet the Iranian pig. He is now out of stock. Saying this, he takes the policeman out of there, and fortunately, the policeman also could not see that hand. In this way, today Vincent's black mark opens, but that did not happen. After a while, Lucas comes to him. Lucas says to these two that today what I did with you in the vegan festival, I am ashamed of it. Actually, I am very much worried about the missing of my vegan friends. Sophie tells Vincent to kill Lucas here, because now his next target was the same. Seeing this, Vincent gets surprised, because he knew that now Sophie has completely gone crazy. He has crossed all the limits. Vincent quickly takes Lucas out of his house. Sophie says to Vincent that, what did you do? Then Vincent says that now it is enough. I am not going to do all this anymore. Anyway, in the morning Vincent says to everyone that now the meat of the Iranian pig is over, and it will never come again. Actually, the meat has now stopped being exported. These worldly customers are very disappointed, because they were standing in line for a long time. Now doing this, Vincent leaves Sophie alone in the shop and comes from there. Now when Sophie was alone in the shop, then 3 vegans come there. They kidnap Sophie from here and take her with them. Actually, they were angry with these two in a bad way. They say that we thought you were vegan, but you pretended to be vegan with us. Now you will definitely get the punishment for this. When Vincent returns, he sees the sister of those people there. When he went into his shop, he sees that those goons have imprisoned his wife. Here Vincent's dog attacks one, and Vincent immediately kills another girl. But the last activist who was saved from them, he fights Vincent and hangs him in a hook. Vincent's condition was very bad. Now in the meantime, Sophie frees herself and throws a hook towards that activist and kills him too. Now at the end of the movie, we are shown that Mark and Mark's wife had informed the police that they were suspicious of Vincent and Sophie. When there was an investigation about this, Vincent and Sophie were caught. Vincent and Sophie together committed a total of 30 murders. As a result, they are sentenced to life imprisonment. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the next epic story. See you in the next video.